Will I cozy up in a fitting room for about an hour and try to find the perfect pair of like ankle length, not too skinny denim for myself? Yes, I will. I plan to. What am I gonna find? What am I gonna find? Because I did not realize it was polyester. Check the tags, check all the tags. So I am learning and I'm making mistakes with recycled gold. Did I compare my blouse to a dog? Yes, I did. Yes, I was impressed. Yeah, I love it. Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Katie, and today I'm gonna be sharing with you the 5 things that I purchased in the month of September for this little thing that I'm doing called my year of 5 finds. Now, I realize that I haven't explained at the beginning of each month like what this year of 5 finds is that I'm doing, and maybe if you're new to following me or you've stumbled upon me somehow and you're like, what is the year of 5 finds? I'm sorry, what is that? I'm just gonna explain it real quickly for you before I jump into the 5 things. In an effort to just try to shop less, try to consume better, I'm limiting the amount of things that I bring into my home, wardrobe specifically, clothing, accessories, shoes, hat, jewelry, to only 5 things. And in an effort to, like I said, shop less, but also shop better. And something that I've been wanting to do is just understand how to be a better consumer, understand the impact that fashion has on our world, our environment, our ecosystem, and people as well. And I want to just be more responsible and make better decisions and educate myself along the way. So for the first half of the year, I've really been trying to tackle just getting used to only buying 5 things a month. And now for the remainder of the year, I really want to focus on being a better consumer. And while I say that, I'm still buying fast fashion at times when I find something that I really like or that fits really well into my wardrobe. But I am just trying to be more mindful in general, and it's really been working for me quite nicely, actually. And I think last month, for my August year of 5 finds, I had a couple things from Everlane. I had something that was thrifted. Did I have something that was thrifted last month? No, I didn't. I have 2 things that are thrifted this month, though. But I've been trying to research better brands that are more ethical or have sustainable practices. But I've also been trying to thrift a little bit more, which is something that my friend Kierington and I have been doing on our thrifting series where we go thrifting every season together. And this month I started thrifting on my own, and I don't just mean for YouTube, I mean for like real life. I was just like, I'm gonna go into this consignment shop on my own, and I did, and I bought something. I'll show you that in a second. And I'm finally like paying attention to labels and fibers and what things are made of before I purchase something, and sometimes failing a little bit. You will see something in a minute, but I've wanted to do this in a very transparent and also approachable way, because I feel like whenever anyone tries to take the jump into shopping more ethically or consciously, sustainably, there's so many words for it, by the way, it feels overwhelming, and it is overwhelming, and it also can feel like judgy, and people are judgy, and it can also feel just complicated, and you're gonna make mistakes. You'll see in a second with a skirt that I purchased that the same day on Instagram that I said, I'm now looking at labels and I've decided I'm not even gonna bring something into the fitting room that's 100% polyester because I don't even wanna know if I like it or if it fits me well. And then I brought something home that was 95% polyester because I did not realize it was polyester because it was velvet, and you know what? FYI, velvet can be made out of polyester. So I am learning and I'm making mistakes, and I am just learning along the way, and it's been a great process. So I'm learning a ton, allowing myself to make mistakes, allowing myself to be educated by you guys at times. So anyways, it's just been it's an education. That's why I'm taking a whole year to do it. That's what this year has been about for me, and I'm about to show you what 5 things I have for the month of September. So the first 2 things were actually gifted to me. So there's been a handful of times this year where a retailer has reached out to me and said, hey, would you like to try this product or whatnot? And because I'm being really picky about what I bring into my wardrobe, in most cases, I've just had to say no, or, I don't even have an extra find to put into this month. But this particular retailer, Ana Luisa, reached out to me, and they sell jewelry, and it's ethically made jewelry. I'm wearing the necklaces right now, so that's why I'm touching them. The necklaces and these earrings. They reached out to me and said, hey, we'd like to send you some jewelry to try. Like, you know, would you like to pick a couple things? And I'm the annoying person that has to say, hey, sorry, I'm doing this weird thing called Year of 5Finds. I can't just casually accept a ton of jewelry, but your jewelry, I've looked it up, like it's, first of all, beautiful, very minimal, classic, just so my style and what I've been looking for recently. And all of their jewelry is made sustainably and responsibly with recycled gold. Now, I don't really typically buy a lot of very nice jewelry. To be honest, I've been a big consumer of very cheap jewelry from fast fashion, which is one of the things that I've noticed I've bought a lot less of this year, because I've mentioned this before, but when you're really editing down what you bring into your wardrobe, you know, you're looking at like a dress or a coat or jeans. That seems much more attractive than like, you know, a cheap piece of jewelry at Target or something. If you've seen recently within the last month or so on my Instagram, I have been wearing this necklace set like nonstop. It's become like my new favorite thing. It's now a staple in my wardrobe, and I have loved it so much. So like I mentioned earlier, they said that they would send me a couple pieces of jewelry, and I had to be really awkward and say I could only take a few things, like maybe 2. So they had said, well, we approved to send you 3 things. And I was like, oh, 3 feels like too many. So I told them, hey, you know what? I'm going to do a giveaway. I'm going to accept the 3 things, but I'm going to give one away to one of my followers. So that's what I did. I received the 3 pieces of jewelry, and I had a giveaway on my Instagram, and I gave one of the pieces of earrings away to a lucky winner. The earrings that I gave away were called the Sally earring, and they're $60, and they're beautiful, like almost like a link, tiny little links together. Super classic, super beautiful. After I saw them in person and was like, I didn't try them on because it just felt like, you know, it's going in your ear. I held them up to my ear and I was like, I'm really sad that I have to give these away. Like, why did I do that? I would have kept all of these because they were so pretty. But I'm so glad that the person who got them did. She sent me a picture of them, and they look beautiful. So the other 2 pieces of jewelry that I saved and I kept for myself is, like I mentioned earlier, this is a 3-piece set. And I really love this so much because you can wear all 3 together, or they're 3 separate necklaces, so you can split them apart. I've worn them separately, combined them with other jewelry that I have. I love that they layer in the appropriate like length because they're meant to. I just love the look of them. I also love the feel of them, and that they're not going to tarnish. I've been wearing them constantly for the last month, and they don't tarnish. I have cheaper jewelry that I've bought that has tarnished like within a week when I start wearing it. So this has been so nice. These earrings right here, I think are called the Ani set, or maybe they're the Annie set, and they are $85. And I just thought, first of all, that the red would go with red lipstick. They dress up anything. I feel like a fancy lady right now with my blouse, which if you saw my video with Carrington, it's one of my 5 finds this month, but it's thrifted. So my thrifted blouse and these like beautiful earrings. I love them so much. I just am realizing that I've never owned nice jewelry other than my wedding ring and my engagement ring. I just don't own nice jewelry, and now I want to own more of this. And they were like, would you consider doing a sponsored post with us? And I was like, maybe in the future if I like this jewelry. And you know what I do, Ana Luisa? I would absolutely do a sponsored post where I'm doing like a capsule. I'm giving you my pitch right here. I would do like, pick a handful of jewelry and do like a capsule collection and like how it works with your wardrobe, or maybe how it works with a lipstick color. Okay, hit me up. I would do that. Because I just love it that much. So if you like this jewelry and you're interested, I do have a coupon code below. Yes, it was the first coupon code I've ever used or had to offer. I will link that below. I think it's Kate10 you can use at checkout to get 10% off. Spoiler alert, I think this necklace might become one of my top finds of the year. Okay, the next thing I already hinted to, but you might have already seen it if you watched my last video, is this blouse. Now, Carrington and I did was it the 4th? Yeah, it was the 4th in our thrifting series, And this time we went to a little consignment shop called Georgie's, which is in Ada, Michigan. Neither one of us had been there before, and it was such a great time. We had so much fun. It was really just a nice thrill of the hunt there. I think that in terms of like shopping mindset, I used to love like going through sale racks. I still love that, but the truth is, like, since I've had kids, I have 3 young kids now, like I don't have time so much to do that kind of thing. And now that I'm shopping less, I have not shopped a clearance rack, I don't think, like all year, because it's just not really as attractive when you're buying less things. And so I want to buy like good quality things. Not that good quality things can't be on sale. I'm realizing that things on the clearance rack just aren't as attractive. And sometimes you buy the thing because it was on sale, not because you needed the thing. So the thing about becoming more conscious is you realize one of the best ways to shop is by thrifting. And I thought maybe in the beginning of the year that when knowing that Carrington and I were going to do this thrifting thing, I was thinking, well, maybe I'll do my 5 finds and then I'll just throw in whatever I buy thrifting wise, like will just be extra, and I won't really include those with my finds because thrifting is the most like conscious, sustainable way that you can shop. But then I decided, no, like for me this year of 5 finds, as much as I want to be better at shopping and educating myself, for me, it's also about just maintaining a better wardrobe and not having to declutter it all the time and making better choices. And so that is not buying things on clearance racks, not like going into a thrift store thinking everything's free in terms of like a find for my month. And so I didn't want to go in there with the mindset of like, I can buy any of these things. They're all like, it's all a freebie for me. So I did include to choose them in my finds, and that's the reason that I did. So going into Georgie's in particular was such a great cross-section for me. And not that I didn't feel this way at Goodwill, but Goodwill, there were good finds along the way, but there weren't as many, like, I wasn't expecting to find like Diane von Furstenberg or Louis Vuitton or Zara, which are all things that we found at this Georgie's consignment because they're very picky about what they bring in and whatnot for their store, right? Because it's a business, much like Goodwill, they're just taking whatever people give them for free. So that little consignment shop was such like a great cross-section of like me being able to like reignite my love for like the thrill of the hunt and really go through the racks. And I was like, what am I gonna find? What am I gonna find? And then knowing that whatever I bought is like a great choice, right? I don't have to look at labels when I'm there. By the way, this blouse, which I ended up buying, is 100% polyester. I did not realize that until I got home, but I was like, well, wait a minute. I can't not buy it from the thrift store because it's 100% polyester. Like, I'm adopting it. I'm giving it a good home. It's almost like if you were adopting a dog that was made in a puppy mill, but now it's up for adoption. Like, you're giving the dog a good home. It doesn't matter like where it came from before it was in the puppy mill. Like, you're giving it a good home. Did I compare my blouse to a dog? Yes, I did. But I'm giving it a good home, and I know that if for some reason I ever don't want this anymore, like I will give it back to a consignment shop or donate it, because that's just how I get rid of things in my wardrobe. So if you saw that video, the blouse was $26. It is from Tommy Hilfiger. I love this so much. And I was telling her along the way when I picked this up, I was like, oh my gosh, I love button-up shirts that have 2 pockets. For some reason, when there's just 1 pocket, I feel like there's emphasis on 1 boob or something. I just want it to be even. And I also really like that these are gold buttons. If you remember at the beginning of the year, I did a wish list of things that I wanted to buy. And one of the things I wanted to buy was a white denim jacket with gold buttons. Never found it. It wasn't gonna happen for me. I did end up buying a white denim jacket, but it had silver buttons and I was fine with it. Surprisingly, I've not gotten a lot of use out of that denim jacket now that I think about it. Womp womp, I don't know. But I was like, oh my gosh, this is like what I wanted in a denim jacket with the gold buttons. It looks silver here as you're looking at it, but I swear they're gold. Yeah, I love it. I have worn this. I've only owned this for like a couple of weeks now, and I've already worn it a handful of times. So I just really like it. I'm so happy with it. It even has like, it's not rolled up really well right now, but it has like the little button right here where you can roll it up and attach it. So it's just nice detail, and I just really like it, and I'm so happy that I got it from a consignment shop for $26. It really makes me so happy, and it looks really nice with these necklaces, I must say. So I was pretty excited about that. So let's continue on with my thrifting evolution. There is a second consignment shop that Carrington and I were going to stop at as a part of that video, but we had so much fun there and we literally combed through every inch of that shop that we just didn't have enough time to go to the second place. The second place that we were going to go to, and we will go to in the winter, is called Rosa's, which is in East Grand Rapids in Gaslight Village. And I parked in front of that shop one day to go across the street to get Asian takeout for lunch one day. And I was like, you know what? I have never been in this shop. I'm gonna go in here now. I know I'm not with Carrington and I know I'm not gonna film this, but I wanna check this out. And I'm so glad that I did because I found one of my finds for the month. So the thing that I did buy, I am also wearing, but you cannot see, it is denim, a pair of Madewell denim. I have never owned a pair of Madewell denim, not because I don't love Madewell, not because it's fast fashion, and not because I don't even live near one, which is probably the main reason, but I don't own one because it feels very overwhelming to me to go into a Madewell. I've only been into a Madewell twice because again, I don't live near one. But I feel like I would need to spend a lot of time because they have so many pairs of denim that are attractive to me when I look at them online that I just don't even know what to buy, and so I buy nothing. It's overwhelming to me. We are actually getting a Madewell here in Grand Rapids later this year. We'll cozy up in a fitting room for about an hour and try to find the perfect pair of ankle length, not too skinny denim for myself. Yes, I will. I plan to. But did I also find it at a consignment shop for $24? Yes, I was impressed. So this pair of denim is exactly what I would want, and I don't know how it happened. So they're ankle length, perfect for my height, with just a little bit of distressing. I never expected to find, that's the one thing at Goodwill that I've never found before is denim. I have a whole section of that video where I'm like, whoa, boot cut. Whoa, low rise. Whoa, stitching detail. Whoa, jewels on the butt. So much bad denim at Goodwill. All right, and drum roll for my final thing for the month. You might have already seen it if you follow me on Instagram. It is from Anthropologie. It is this beautiful skirt. I am so excited about it. So as I told you in the beginning of this video, I'm trying to shop better. I'm trying to look at labels. But what I'm also realizing is that I don't know materials and fabrics like I thought I did. And to be honest with you, I didn't even think I knew them that well to begin with. But I would explain this as velvet. I think if you saw it or felt it, you would also describe it as velvet. It is a midi skirt, elastic waist, very comfortable. Took it back into the fitting room. This is a size medium. It's elastic waist. It's almost like the crossing of, it's kind of straight but kind of A-line because it falls straight, but yet there's extra fabric here and there's movement to it if you're wearing it. So I just really liked it. I thought it was like a black and white polka dot, but it's actually navy. And I know that because my friend Maddie Gutierrez, who I love following on Instagram, she was trying this on at Anthropologie. So she mentioned that it had navy polka dots. And I was like, are these navy? Oh my gosh, I guess they are navy. So you could wear it with navy or black. But she mentioned in her little try on Instagram, that this would be so great for the holidays. And she's like, I guess I already found my holiday skirt in September. And I was like, oh my gosh, I wasn't even thinking about this for the holidays, but it totally would be. But I thought, oh, this would also look cute with just white sneakers, black sock booties, a blazer, a graphic tee, a moto jacket. The options are legitimately endless. So going back to, I cut myself off earlier talking about the style, but going back to the fabrication. So I was in the store and, my only thought these days are is it or is it not polyester? And so, but this feels velvety and I don't even know what velvet's made out of. At the time, I didn't know if velvet was 100% velvet, just no clue. Even though I have a fashion merchandising degree, which by the way, did not translate to fabrics. It was more about retail math, which sucks. But anyways, I got home and I looked at the tag after I was home and was like, 95% polyester and 5% elastane. What? And I immediately Googled velvet and learned that velvet is not so much a material as it is a textile process or a technique. and the way that things are woven together and then cut through the center to just be like really soft, like my graphic there, really soft, and make things velvety in touch. But they can be made with natural fibers, synthetic fibers. It can be made with a lot of different things. So anyways, you know what I mean? Lesson learned. And I mean, truthfully, even if I would have looked at the tag in the store and realized that it was polyester, I might have taken it back anyways and been like, I don't care. Like, I'm taking this information, I'm making the decision knowing that it's polyester because I love it. I can think of so many ways that I'm gonna wear it. I can think of like, you know, a couple of things that I'm gonna wear it to right now, which was our school fundraiser. I already wore it to. Maybe I'll wear it on Thanksgiving. Maybe I'll wear it on Christmas. Maybe I'll wear it on New Year's. I don't know. There's so many ways. And so this little skirt right here taught me a lesson in check the tags, check all the tags. You don't know what things are made out of. And so it did. And so I love it. And I'm happy that I have it. And I'm fine that it's polyester because I love it so much. And I don't think I told you the price. And I think that's because I don't know the price. I used a 20% off coupon. I'll list below what it is. But that was it. That was my month, and those were my lessons. I feel like I gave you so many lessons that I learned this month as well. But I feel like this was a really good month for me because 2 of my things were thrifted. 2 of the things were from an ethical jewelry company that I didn't know about that I do want to buy more from because I love it and because it just makes sense in terms of my shopping better and buying things that are just better quality and more conscious. So I feel like this was a really successful month for me. So thank you so much for watching. I will see you again in another video real soon. Bye.